Woo-wee, yabba dabba doo. Hey folks, welcome to another uneventful episode of this podcast. Pretty much talk about the boring week. Let's get right into it. 2 open mics I did this week. That's right, 2 music open mics, I should say. Tuesday night, we'll start with that. I pretty much was doing some food deliveries. And I was thinking about this one open mic I went to. It's not the Drum Circle mic. It's 10 minutes from there. But I did it early this year. And it's a little bar that has mostly music. And pretty much you could do comedy there. And I said, well, if I get I'll do some food deliveries. And if it takes me close to there, I'll go. Well, I take a food delivery order. And it takes me literally 2 blocks from the place. I shit you not. I turned I put the address in, and it was 2 blocks away. I go, well, this is just fate. I have to be here. So I turned the app off. I go inside. I haven't been to this place like 4 or 5 months. I went when the weather was shitty. The host recognized me. He's like, hey, man, how you doing? He was all, he didn't have that many signups. I was only signed up on the list. So he's like, hey, man, if you want to do some comedy tonight, you want to do some comedy? I said, yeah. So he's like, all right, guys, we're going to have some comedy tonight. He wanted me to go right on. I said, well, I want to get some food first. So they got $4 tacos. I got 3 $4 tacos, chicken tacos. And I got a Diet Coke, and it was $17. Kind of a ripoff. Didn't fill me up at all. I mean, I try to support the business, but I won't be doing that next time. And pretty much I ate my food, and then he said, you ready? I went, yeah. So I went up and did 6 minutes pretty much. I did the puns from last week and I did maybe like 2 new ones. And I did some other stuff. I did a little bit of riffing. When I first got on stage, this woman with a weird haircut was like, I watched the show on HBO Hacks. I said, oh, that's my comedy career. And they listened pretty much. Like last time I went there, it was some musicians there. They weren't really listening. Only the host was laughing at my stuff. So I did a little bit better this time, and I got off, and it was cool. And he was like, you want to go up again? I said, nah, it's all right. I'm going to hang out for a little bit and leave. I said, I'll be back in a few weeks. So that was pretty much Tuesday night. Wednesday night, if you guys saw the short from the Royals called Freshen Up, pretty much I told a poop story 2 weeks ago, which really happened. I went to the Royal and I had to take a poop, and there was no air freshener. So I brought my air freshener. Dan Wolf called me, 74-year-old dick joke comic, and he said, I'm definitely going to the Royal tonight. I said, okay, well, if you're going, I'll go. I wasn't sure where to go that night. So I get to the Royal, I get there early. You got to grab numbers. It's a random thing, bullshit thing. They lottery, whatever. Fuck you up the ass system. I grabbed number 11. And first they weren't really called my number, but then they called it. No one took the first spot. And anybody who knows me knows I love going up first. I love getting my bob out the way. So I signed up number 1. Poor Dan Wolf was number 13. He's like, you should have gave me your spot. And I said, I thought about it, but you haven't been coming to my open mic, so fuck you, Dan. So pretty much I went up first, and I got lucky. There was these lacrosse kids there. There was like 8 of these young kids, the lacrosse team at this bar next door. They invited them over, and they left like two sets after me. So they're there to see me. Then this female comic, she brought like 5 or 6 of her family members. So I had the most eyes on me. So I did the Febreze bit. I did like 2 other jokes. I did my puns. And I could have did more time. I mean, I could have did 10 minutes. But I kept it short, so I did 4 minutes pretty much. And if you add those 2 sets up together, I did 10 minutes of stage time this week, which is pretty good for a slouch like me. And then Dan Wolf went up and he did this long bit where he's there's a song, The Carpenters, and it went okay, but he had to kind of cut it down. But he got some laughs, and I didn't bother to eat nothing that night, surprisingly, because the time I got out of that place, it was almost like 10:30, and I was like, I'm going to go to bed soon, so I didn't eat nothing that night. So that was Wednesday night. Monday night, I went to the gym, but I did not get my Chipotle bowl. Wah, poor me. But I did, I went to Popeyes and got me a chicken sandwich because Chipotle was packed. Thursday, I went to the gym. I was going to do some food deliveries. I think I did 1 order maybe. And then I did finally get my Chipotle bowl on Thursday night. Last night, Friday night, I did some food deliveries. I did about, 3 or 4. Same old. Kept trying to take me to the ghetto. No tip orders. Just a bunch of bullshit. I said, I don't care. I'm just going to take the short orders. I took a couple, and then I turned the app off, and I said, fuck this. I'm just going to hang out and relax. It's a nice day. So I went to Wawa, got me a chicken bacon quesadilla with a bag of Doritos and a Diet Coke, because I'm eating healthy, that old lame joke. And then I fucking just hung out for the night. And that was that. I was thinking about going to the casino or something, but I didn't. And then fucking tonight, I did food deliveries. I did about, I don't know how many, I gotta look at the thing, but I think I did about 4 or 5 orders. It kept taking me up and down this fucking avenue, in the area at least, so I wasn't in the ghetto. And fucking, I didn't really make much, but, that's the name of the game. I really don't make much doing this crap, so I don't care. And then my last order before I came up here, the person texted me and said, "Wait, that's not the right house." And in my head, I'm like, yeah, right. First of all, I delivered to where the address was. So if that's where you put, that's where you put. So I did about 4 orders tonight, which is not a lot. And I'm looking at the tips right now. I got about $11 in tips, which actually isn't bad compared to some other nights. I only did about 2 hours of deliveries. And folks, that's it. You guys saw I put up some AI shorts, just messing around with AI, or as I like to call it, gay-I, am I right? And pretty much 2 of the shorts, I put up 3 shorts on the JoshCast comedy channel, and I think 2 out of the 3 got 1,000 views, which is pretty cool. 1 did it, which is fine. One of the, I think on the Jacked comedy channel, that didn't get much views. And on the JoshCast network, that got, or vice versa. One of them got half of 1,000, the other one didn't get much. But hey, look, folks, you can't always win. As I say, those who listen to this podcast don't win. Well, folks, there's not much else to talk about, so I'm going to get some food, either at Chickies or Chipotle or somewhere else. We'll do the aftermath, and if we fall short, we might do a couple public freakout clips, public freakout commentary clips. I haven't done those in a while. And then we get to your least favorite segment. So you stay put there, fuckos. Alright, so as far as the aftermath last night, I went to Chicky and Pete's. I got a pizza with the sauce on top. On the bottom is called a traditional pizza. And they gave me a Diet Coke smaller than my wiener, like a little sippy cup, but I did get a refill. And pretty much there was some good space there. There was nobody next to me. It was nice. It was $16. It was a few dollars cheaper, like $4 cheaper than usual. I don't know why they would charge me extra, but whatever. It was, $16. So that was that. And now we get to a segment we're going to bring back. Here comes some public freakout commentary clips, folks. We got 4 segments to get to. Let's get to it. This first clip is comedian Kelly Collette is sexually assaulted by a black guy on a bike in broad daylight in Cincinnati. She's walking down the street, and she is an attractive woman. She's blonde, nice body, wears sweatpants, shaking her ass down the street, and this black guy on a bike just smacks her right on her ass real hard, and she's freaked out by it. Let's get to this clip. Okay, so you can't hear it yet. She's walking down the street. I think she's on the phone. So there it is. She gets smacked right on the butt. I'm surprised she said something because he was black, because white girls are very, particular. When they see a black guy do that, they usually don't say anything because they're whores that secretly like it. The second clip is in Japan. It's a woman dangling, and these guys are recorded laughing at her. She's hanging from this building. It's not too high up, and eventually they rescue her. I won't play the whole thing, but let's... So yeah, she's not too high up. I would say she's about 1 story. It's not crazy, but people are taking pictures, and these guys are laughing at her, and yeah. Let's fast forward it. She's still hanging. They got her. Alright, so they got her, you guys. There you go. A happy story. The second clip, this is a little bit dark. Mormon youth pastor freaks out when his child porn collection is shown to police officers. Oh, Costanza really blew it on this one. Let's play it. It says, Mormon youth pastor freaks out after I show his child porn collection to cops. He sounds like Newman from Seinfeld. He looks like him, too.
Okay? No! Alright, well, I'll get you.
This is a video of what seems to be like an 8-year-old girl being raped. And he has multiple other videos on his phone as well. And he was talking to our 13.
That's a black guy turning him in. So there you go. This is the last clip. And it says, someone most likely doesn't understand what adoption is. This black guy's harassing this white guy because he has a black baby. And he's running after him. And let's play this.
Hey, boy, what you doing with that black baby, boy?
I'm trying to fuck it. Now mind your business.
Hey, yo, what you doing with that black baby?
I'm trying to fuck it. Now get out of here.
Sir, what you doing with this black baby?
Trying to see something.
And the white guy gives him a dirty look. So, yeah, most people are on the side. Look at the comments during the side of the guy holding the baby.
Trying to see something.
I don't like the music.
This your son? Huh? Huh?
Get that fucking camera.
What you doing with that black baby?
Get that fucking camera.
What you doing with that black baby?
Get that camera.
What you doing with that black baby?
Get that camera.
What you doing with that black baby?
Listen, get that camera.
What you doing with black baby?
Look, why even waste your time with him? He's just obviously trying to bait you. So he keeps following him.
White girl.
What you doing with that black baby? Why you acting like you finna do something to me?
We should have got maced right there. Well, anyways, folks, that's the public freakout commentary. Now to get to your least favorite segment, here comes the odd news. All right, it's time for your least favorite segment. Here comes the odd news. A 14-year-old kid goes on a joyride in a stolen bus for the third time in 6 months. Well, I guess it wasn't a magical school bus. Yeah, we'll work on that one. Empty Wamos invade Atlanta neighborhood. Wamos invade Atlanta neighborhood. Circle the Kodiak for hours with no passengers. The Atlanta neighborhood, I guess they weren't so brave. Yeah. Man charged after a 3-year-old pulled a loaded gun from a diaper bag during a traffic stop in St. Paul. The child was 1 and 3 in an SUV, no older than 3 years old. So a 3-year-old pulled out. Hey, did you hear a guy? A 3-year-old pulled out a loaded gun. I guess he had more than just a loaded diaper there. Yeah. Winner pays $9 million in charity auction for a private lunch with Warren Buffett and Stephen Curry. So I guess this guy was just trying to get some points on the three-pointer. Oh boy. Students at Maine High School accidentally fed dirt during a dinner. They fed dirt. I guess their first name must be Joe. No, that's they fed dirt. I guess that's a muddy way of. Man sentenced to 30 months for posting over 4,500 threats against Obama and Kamala Harris. Man sentenced to 30 months for posting illegal threats. I guess this guy is he's so far righty. Omaha Bar is not a barber shop. State Barber Board tells a bar named Barbershop. Omaha Bar. Omaha. I guess they got a lot of stakes in that. Cops use chewing gum to make a murder case stick against a sexual sadist. I guess they were. I guess that case wasn't long lasting. Museum goers in bikinis dive into Cezanne. 25 million bees saved by firefighters after semi-truck breaks down and parlays canyon. 25 million bees, that story just stings. Museum's Knight Rider replica car got a speeding ticket. It hasn't gone anywhere in years. I guess that's the only thing that doesn't talk. A Wawa fight got very weird fast in New Jersey with flying sugar leading to arrest. There's nothing sweet about that story. That's the obvious joke. Detroit cold murder case, arrested more than 30 years on the lam. Dozens of dogs have been rescued and suspect arrested in Uganda after a BBC investigation. I don't have anything for that. Strongman, I read that story. A guy pulled a car with his wiener. That's more than one way to use your muscle. The sun started spinning faster like a wheel of fire. The divine prophesizing the fall of the USSR. IndyCar posts one nation, one race, one shirt, faces backlash. This is interesting. College grads have been stunned after a surprise donor pays off their student loans. I guess it wasn't a sperm donor because... Let me see, who is it? Did they tell you who it is? I don't know, some white guy. Man sentenced to 6 years in prison for distributing meth. Pills shaped like Mario. Oh, Luigi! I guess... I can't do a good Mario. They're distributing meth. I guess they had their own lab, but Mario was busy making mushrooms, so they couldn't... South Florida officers are suing Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, claiming details in the rip are too real. Seagull imitators compete for best screech at 6th European Championship. Live streamer Chud the Builder involved in a shooting outside a Tennessee courthouse. This guy goes around, I think, enticing black folks. I guess he's looking for a death wish, but motorcyclist seriously injured after crash, leaves bike dangling from the traffic. I think I read that last week. I used the punchline, the ups and downs of... Okay, folks, let's check out one more news site, and we'll end this stupid show. China's school privacy row as pupils survey asks if parents' jobs are smelly and noisy. China, I guess they're... Japan robot wolves in a high demand to scare off bears. Robot wolves, I guess you don't have to use a silver bullet because Lori gets stuck in a hole, was sent to fix in Somerset. No buts. Case dismissed after werewolf's worker claims hurt feelings over a plumber's crack. Plumber's crack. I guess that's a way to. I guess he was the butt of the joke, but he could. There's a joke there somewhere. I mean, there's so many butt jokes, folks. There's no joke here. That's the end of this podcast. Hopefully for good, but we'll be back probably next week. I'll see you folks on the next one. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go freak yourself, Cuffy.